Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This video is about the second subtopic from chapter 2, which is the properties of functions. Okay, this is the quick subtopic only, which is the first one. You have to know the concept of what is even and what is odd function. So look at the even function first. We have two methods to determine whether the function given is even function. First, by using the algebraically method. So how can you prove the given function is even? Okay, let's say you substitute negative x inside the function given, and then if the answer, after you solve, if the answer is exactly equal to fx, then that one considered as an even function. If, let's say, you are using the second method, graphically method, you can just draw the graph. Let's say this is the example of the graph, y equal to x squared. So how you are using the second method? The even function graph must be symmetric with respect to y-axis. So you know that this is your y-axis. So the graph of quadratic here is symmetric with respect to y. So if fulfill this criteria, then your given function is even. Okay, look at the odd function. Using the first method, which is algebraically method, if you substitute negative x into the function, and at last your answer is negative fx. So if you have this case, means that you are having the odd function. If using the second method, what is the criteria of the graph? The graph will symmetric with respect to origin. So this is the example of the graph, which is y equal to x cubed. So if you look at the graph here, the graph is symmetric at origin. What happens if you are having symmetric at origin? This one is, let's say, the point here is when your x is 1, your y is also 1, right? Okay. And what happened to your point here? Let's say your x is negative 1, your y is negative 1 cubed is also negative 1. So you will have the contradict symbol of positive and negative sign, which is this one is 1, 1. And then if symmetric with respect to origin, your point will become negative 1, negative 1. Okay, so this subtopic is only for you to recognize whether the given function is even or odd function. Okay, let's look at the example. Determine whether a function given is even, odd, or neither algebraically method. So neither means nor even or odd. Okay, by using the first method. Algebraically method means what? If you substitute negative, madam recall back, if you substitute negative into the function, and then your answer if fx, this one we considered as an even function. If you substitute negative into the function, then you have negative fx. This one considered as the odd function. Okay, let's try out question number 1. Fx given 3x power 4 minus 2x squared plus 5. Okay, let's substitute x with negative x first. So f negative x. So all the x value in your right hand side substitute with negative. So you have 3 negative x power 4 minus 2 negative x squared plus 5. And then you simplify the right hand side. Negative x power of 4 is positive. So you have 3x power 4. Negative x squared is also positive. So you have negative 2x squared plus 5. Okay. So if you look at the answer here, the answer here is exactly the same as the question, right? So you can write this one is actually equal to fx, equal to the original question back. Okay. So what happens if you have f negative x is equal to fx? This one considered as even function. So that is your conclusion. So how to write your conclusion? Since f negative x is equal to fx, so function f is an even function. Okay, that's how you conclude your answer. Alright, look at question number 2. Fx is equal to 2x power 5 minus 7x cubed plus 4x. Okay, how to recognize using algebraic method? You just substitute negative x into the given function. So all x will change to negative x. 2 negative x power 5 minus 7 negative x cubed plus 4 times negative x. Okay, negative x power of 5, you get negative also. So this is negative 2x power of 5. And then negative x cubed also, you have the answer negative x cubed. So negative 7 times negative x cubed is positive 7x cubed. And then 4 times negative x is minus 4x. Okay, so if you look at the answer here, is it equal to the question? The question is 2x power 5 minus 7x cubed plus 4x. But your answer right now is negative 2x power 5. So obviously this is not equal. Okay, so what happens if this 2 is not equal? You try to factorize negative outside. Okay, try to factorize negative outside. So what is your answer inside the bracket? You have 2x power 5 minus 7x cubed plus 4x. Okay, so look at the answer right now. Is it the same as the question? The things inside the bracket here. 2x power 5 minus 7. This one also 2x power 5 minus 7. So you have exactly the same as the question, which is negative. This is the things that equal to the question, which is your fx. Okay, so what is your conclusion? If f negative x equal to negative fx, this is an odd function. Okay, so how can you conclude your answer? Since f negative x is equal to negative fx, therefore fx is an odd function. Okay, so hopefully clear for question number 1 and number 2. Let's move on to question number 3. This one, what happen if you have modulus or absolute values? Okay, so madam just brief you first. Let's say you are having modulus of negative x. Okay, so don't solve this straight away as x. Okay, don't solve this one straight away. You have to split the negative inside the modulus first, because we want to maintain the modulus sign. So you can have negative 1 times x modulus, and then modulus you have to split into 2. Modulus of negative 1, the other one is modulus of x. Modulus of negative 1 is exactly 1. 1 times modulus of x is modulus of x. Okay, so make sure you are having this method. This one, if you want to determine even and odd function, if you are dealing with the modulus symbol or absolute value symbol. Okay, so let's try out this question. How to recognize this one is even or odd? Substitute negative into the question. So all x will be negative x. This is negative x modulus minus negative x square. Okay, so for this one, don't just solve until you have x only, because we want to recognize whether it is the same as the question or not. The question you have the modulus, so maintain that modulus symbol. So what can you do? You can split out negative 1 modulus and modulus of x minus negative x squared is x squared only. You don't have any negative. Modulus of negative 1 is 1. This is 1. Modulus of negative 1 is 1. 1 times modulus of x is, maintain that modulus sign, minus x square. Okay, so right now, is it the same as the question? This is your answer. This is your question. So exactly the same. So this is actually equal to the given function from the question. So how can you conclude? Same like number 1 just now. Since f negative x is equal to fx, hence the function fx is an even function. Okay, last question, number 4. Determine whether the function is even or odd. So just substitute negative into the function. This one also negative x squared plus 3 negative x power 4 plus modulus of negative x. Okay, and then simplify. 1 over negative x squared is x squared only, plus negative x power of 4. If you have even power, your negative will be eliminated. So you have 3x power of 4 only, plus, okay, this one you have to split. Don't just simply write x, okay, for the absolute value symbol when you are dealing with determining even or odd function. So this one you just split into 2, modulus of negative 1 and modulus of x. And then simplify further. This one just remain the same as it is. 3x power 4 plus modulus of negative 1 is 1. 1 times modulus of x is modulus of x. Okay. So look at your answer right now. This is your answer. Is it the same as the question? This is your question. Okay. So this is your question. So is it the same? Yes. So you can conclude that this is equal to fx. So how to have the last conclusion? Since f negative x is equal to fx, then the function f is an even function. Okay? Thank you. That's all for this subtopic.